Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Wednesday. Another episode of Ken versus 10. Ken versus nothing. Ken versus nothing. What is this blasphemy? Says Paul Philly Flipper. Oh, you'll have to stay tuned here for a little bit, Paul. I want to make sure that Jill is in here. She is a part of my revelation that WhatNot stinks. So, good morning, Mother. She is here. Breakdancing Judy and my pop watching right next door. What do I need to adjust this over here so that I see those comments. Exactly, Paul. He's speaking nonsense. What is up, Brian and Tracy over at Jack's Treasure? Where is my what's for lunch segment? I know I need to make a thumbnail. What's Paul having for lunch as well? Hopefully Susan will be in. She is on summer break now, so I know she usually watches during lunch when she's at school. And so I'm not sure if she's here, but we'll find out what Paul's having for lunch today. Probably cooking out on that Blackstone grill, something better than I'll have for lunch. What's up, Mark Turner is here. What's up, Mark? Chad, Quirky Picker, Pork Butt. Paul is having pork butt today. Oh, man, that sounds good. We had a big cookout. Hopefully, Memorial Day was just a couple of days ago. Hopefully, everybody had a... Oh, you know what? Are you guys getting an echo? I'm an idiot. Still have the live stream going on. Taco soup for Chad. Taco soup. Did you pack that in your lunch today, Chad? I know we talked last week about your ham sandwich, and I ended up going to Subway that day and getting I like the cold cut combo. I like the cold cut combo at Subway. Gotta get my headphone turned on here. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, Memorial Day was just a couple of days ago. Hopefully everybody had a good time. We had a cook. Well, we went out to the cabin, Jill's cabin, for family and friends out there on Saturday, and we had ribs and sauerkraut and Breakdancing Judy's world famous macaroni salad. Uh, your wife makes killer soups. Soup for me, soup is like a fall time, like a fall into winter. I like to have some good soups. Firehouse is better than Subway. Paul's Garage is better than Subway. But we had and then on Monday we had everybody over at my folks' house next door for a cookout, hamburgers, hot dogs, bratwurst, cheddar, jalapeno cheddar things, sausage, was super good. And we played a game that I learned at the Nashville meetup. And I forget who brought it. I think the ladies from the consignment chats might have brought that game. It was called Penny Drop, and you roll a dice and you put the pennies and you try to get rid of all your pennies. I wanted to try it out because we do big family events and all time playing games, and so I made my own penny drop just out of a little box, shipping box, and I cut holes on it so it would hold the pennies, and so we played that. If I remember correctly, Paul played in that at the Nashville meetup and bested the competition. Undefeated. Paul is undefeated at penny drop. Practically, he's going to go pro. If this whole, WhatNot reselling thing doesn't work out, he might go pro. Um, what's going on over here? Um, but yeah, Memorial Day, and then I've been, yeah, that's the way I see it. 1-0, retiring on top. Fun game. Though it was fun, super easy to learn, super easy to play. Um, my family plays a lot of games, and normally, if you're not betting on the game, there's no reason to play. Um, but we were just trying it out to see if it was going to be uh, a Labor Day family event, and see if it was worthy for that. And it was fun. It was fun. It'll be something I'm actually going to purchase um, a game, an official game, not just one that I cut out of a cardboard box, because like some of the little slots started to get loose and the pennies were falling down in that weren't supposed to. But hopefully everybody's having a good week so far. I've been busy out in my garage. It's just like totally, it's just like little paths through there now. In the main parking, I can't park in the garage again because I've been working in storage units and cleaning stuff out, bringing it home. And then in my actual office, I haven't really worked out there for a while. And when I first started doing WhatNot, I would do the shows from out there. Um, Note to self, list penny drop game on WhatNot. Hey, do you have one? I'll buy it from you. The I used to do the WhatNot shows from out there, but my garage, my office part was not really conditioned. It was either way too hot or way too cold. You only get a little bit of time. What is up? Phil Five Dime popping in. Good to see you, my friend. Yes, but WhatNot stinks. And as soon as Jill's here, I'm going to get into that my story about that. But we did do so anyway, so I've been working to clean up in there because I'm going to put a mini split in my office area. For those who don't know what a mini split is, it's like a single head unit that both does air conditioning and heating. And there's like a condenser unit that's outside, and much like your home, your full what is it called? Like your air conditioner in your house, your central air, like central air. Um, there she is. Susan is popping in, even though she's on a mini. A mini split is a dessert you can get on a diet. Yes, you just don't get the full boat banana split. Just get a little mini split. Susan, we already found out that Paul is having pork butt, Chad is having taco soup, but Susan, what are you having for lunch today? We want to know. We want to know. In the chat as always. And how's Joe doing? I hadn't seen Susan on here the last couple of weeks because her husband, well, finishing up the school year, but her husband Joe broke his leg in like 3 places and had to have some big surgery on it. And yeah, Paul is going to take over your segment of what you're having for lunch. I need to make a fun graphic for that. Egg salad sandwich. Just an egg salad sandwich today. That sounds good. I like egg salad. My mom makes some killer egg salad. And on the top of it, she shreds like the hard-boiled eggs. She shreds like the eggs all over the top of it. Or not shreds them. Grates them all over the top. A little bit of that, whatever that red spice is on there. There she is. Hi, Paul, my favorite, and every other person in this show who is not Ken. Yeah. Egg salad sandwich is better than Subway. I like Subway. I like Subway. Our Subway, well, we have like three or four of them here in town. and I always like the one. There's actually one in the Walmart. Like when you first go in, there's one in Walmart. Um, but I don't usually like to go to that one. And then there's one like directly across the street from where the Walmart is. It's like an independent store is there. My favorite Jill is here. Hey Jill. Joe is doing well. He has staples for another week, but he doesn't have to have a wound vac anymore, and his pain is starting to decrease. Excellent. That I am glad to hear that. That hopefully he'll be getting up and around. And how long is the recovery on that? I I also think Red Lobster is 5 cents. It's all we got. It's all we got around here is Red Lobster until unless you go like head down towards Columbus or something like that. And then those are like, well, Red Lobster is like super expensive anymore. Jill and I used to go there all the time, but now it's just kind of like ridiculous. I think we should go though, Jill. I bet I've been hungry for a big mess of crab legs and some um oh, cuz he's diabetic, could be up to 12 weeks. It is not the seafood capital of the world. Calabash, North Carolina, from what I understand, is the self-proclaimed um seafood capital of the world in Calabash, North Carolina. I want to go there. They probably have like lobsters that are big as your head and they only cost like a nickel. Yes, my mom is saying, hiya, Jill and Susan. Glad to hear Joe is doing better. So Jill is here now, and I'm going to get right into, if you saw the thumbnail, WhatNot stinks. And I will tell you why I think such thing. I've already been accused of being blasphemous in here. Um, Yeah, Paul, Susan, that's her only claim to fame, Paul. And then here you go. You coming in here, you taking over Susan's what Susan having for lunch segment. That's all, it's all she's got in life. She teaches, she educates our children for the future, but other than that, nothing. She's got like what, a minute or two on Ken versus 10 once a week. No, Susan's got a lot going on for her. So anyway, WhatNot. Yeah, you've been slacking out the last couple of weeks. I think she had a pretty good excuse, but now she's into summer vacation. We'll see if she's around here on Wednesdays. Summer break from school is it's all done around here. Um so anyway, WhatNot. WhatNot. Um Beware everyone. I don't embellish. I don't embellish. It says this is true. This is my true feelings about why WhatNot can sometimes just stink. Um the So last Friday, Jill and I were doing a show on WhatNot, and we were trying to decide beforehand what what kind of show we wanted to do. I'm just so like disorganized and unprepared. And one of my biggest problems of being behind is I'm always like, I don't have the shows like prepared ahead of time. So sometimes even like on a Friday or Thursday night, I'm trying to decide what sort of show to do, which doesn't give it time to get a lot of bookmarks. I'm not overly consistent with doing the shows. Like I'm not even sure what I might do Friday if I do a show. Joe, I'd flip that is here. What is up, Joe? Hiya, Joe. Hey, Joe. Uh, well, Paul's here. Time to go. Well, you might want to stick around, Joe, if you ever had aspirations of being on WhatNot again. Um, you might want to think twice. What is up, Glenn? Glenn is here. Hey, Paul. Hey, Ken. Hey, Paul. So we decided to do a white elephant style show. We have a bunch of tumblers. We had a bunch of tumblers, so it was an all tumbler show. Um, and we had some really great tumblers: Stanley, um, Yeti. What else did we have? We had Disney tumblers. We had, I mean, like Disney Stitch tumblers. We had Starbucks. Um, One of the Starbucks we had that we ran, I think was, or one that Jill had won from Paul on one of his shows here recently. Um, it's not normal to have 87 shows scheduled, but it certainly does help if you're doing, I mean, even if you only do, what's half of 87? 43, 43 and a half. Even if you only did 43 and a half shows. Um, So we decided to do a white elephant style show. And okay, before I even start that part, big shout out to my friend Jen's Multiverse. Jen took some time. She is the queen of white elephant. So if you're not following her on WhatNot, go do so right now. I'll wait while you do it. It's but she took some time with me the day before. I was, been watching her shows, been trying to. I know Jill likes to play in White Elephant and all of the games on Whatnot because it's fun and exciting. That's why we thought, well, let's try it. Let's do it one time. But I had a few questions. I reached out to Jen, and yeah, I know who isn't following Jen already. I reached out to Jen. She got back with me. And yeah, you get to steal people's items. It just makes it fun and exciting. And just about the time you think, oh, I scored the Yeti or I got that cool Disney Stitch tumbler. Nope. Somebody comes along and steals it from you. But there is strategies and stuff. But I reached out to Jen and said, "Hey, can you help me a little bit? I have a couple of questions." And she was like right back with me. She's like, "Yeah, this is, a great time." And so we talked on the phone for I don't know, she must have an hour or more just answering the questions that I had, talking over a couple of strategies of how to run the show. And so I can't say enough to Jen, if you're out there lurking in the background. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the help. So anyway, we're doing the show, right? And had a pretty good crowd, had a number of bookmarks. I actually, because we knew we were going to do it, I was able to get out some like some Instagram posts and some, marketing and stuff for that to build up a few followers. And also shout out to Jen, who was in a show earlier that day and shouted us out. We got some people that came over from there. What is up, Kristen O'Rule? Squirrel is here. Squirrel Squad. Hashtag Squirrel Squad. Won't be able to be on the whole time. I want to watch the processional to honor our fallen Morrill County deputy. Yes, they are bringing him on today. Yeah, an unfortunate situation in the next county over, the county that Susan lives in. There was a police officer that was shot and killed in the line of duty. Went to a domestic dispute call, and guy was like waiting there, confronted the police and shot him. So yeah, definitely thoughts and prayers to the family. Thought you were leaving. Yes, Susan, makes you sick that people are like that. So anyway, so we start to do our white elephant show on Whatnot. I'm going to try to keep my train of thought here, because I want to tell you my thoughts. We start to do the white elephant show, and it's going good. We decided we did like 3 small rounds. Like we had 8 tumblers in each round, and I broke it up that way just so that uh maybe if I hadn't had something set up right, if the show wasn't well attended, if people weren't bidding on the tumblers, that I would have a chance, like after the first round, to reassess, change some things around if I needed to, and or abandon the show altogether. um and the I know, I'm trying. So we get into the first round and it's going great. People are bidding. Um, I think we only had to like rerun once or twice. Maybe I started running without announcing it was running again. But we went through and we sold all of the 8 tumblers in that round, and we played the game. And with the trading and the stealing, and it was cool. It was very fun, and so we decided, hey, that worked out well. We would Let's do round two. Let's do round two. So Jill, off to the side, she refills all the bags and stuff, and we get into round two. And again, people are bidding. Things are getting most of the tumblers, I will say, on our show we're going at the asking price. We did have a few bidders on a few of them that went for higher than our asking price. And then we kind of got into a little bit of a lull in that second round where we sold like the first 4 like really quick in that round, and we had to rerun it several times and just try to build the hype, get people interested. A few new people popped in, they wanted to get in the game. New buyers. It was working out. The show was working out really good. um we was doing a Tumblr show, and and did I say something different? Did I, besides the yeah, it was all tumblers. uh and So the second show is going pretty decent. Like I say, we sold the first 4 pretty quickly, and then we had a little bit of a lull in there where I had to run it several times, build the hype, new people. I said that. And so I don't know if you were watching the show or not. Um oh, a Tumblr, not Tumblr. I don't know. Wait, what is it? Now I gotta Google. TUMBLR. Wait, what happened here? Find their community. Oh, it's like a multimedia text and links. Okay, so it's like a site. I am not hip. Maybe I should quit talking about it. Uh Maybe it's something. Social media platform, fashion, music, taste, online behavior. It's a social media site. Okay. I'm gonna okay, I digress. Um Second round's going good. If you happen to have been watching the show, and I'm not even sure if I have it, um if you can view my old shows, I don't know if I have that setting. But at one point in that second round, uh you'll see me just like kind of pause and look over and then go back to the show. WhatNot took that away. Okay. Um Took away being able to view past shows. Okay. So anyway, so we're getting to the part here. Sorry, sidetrack Ken. Just trying to build the cliffhanger. I know. Well, we're up to the cliffhanger of where things like really went south for me on Whatnot, and why I didn't I just kind of got stopped and I didn't know what to do about it. Because right in the middle of our show, I'm here on camera, and I look at Jill's like kind of right next off camera, and I hear this. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Jill farted on our live Whatnot show. She and like I look over and I don't even know what to say, and she's over there still doing like she was organizing all the bags as people were buying it, and I'm like, I didn't bring it up at the time. But it's like as soon as we were done, I'm like, did you fart right in the middle of our Whatnot show? Um, I don't know, Paul. You weren't there, and so that's why I have to say that uh sometimes you're doing a show and things can stink. What happened to my background? Oh, want to do some sort of an update. So, um, I know. And so I told her that's why I was going to get in trouble. I know. I am calling her out, folks. She farted on my live, or on our live, I should say. And I'm thinking somebody had to hear the. Actually, we had been having like a bunch of rain and storms, and I thought it was like maybe the house was coming down, like there was big thunder outside, or maybe the tornado sirens were going off. Had getting no mac and cheese tonight or anything for a long time. But I told her, I said, I'm telling everybody that Jill says, guys, I did not. He is projecting blame onto me for his butt gas indiscretion. It was not me. If it was me, I would have looked down. But no, I'm having to look over. Um, Notice I'm not on screen to defend myself and to tell the truth. No hubba bubba. Okay, I'm like, what's with this title? Corey, long story short, Jill farted live on our Whatnot show last Friday. Just I think she even made the face like over there. Somebody did a tummy shame. No, you're trying to appear innocent in case someone heard it, and that is not the case. Hey, I always admit to my Dad says you're digging your own grave, Ken. It's but here's what I'll do. I will get, if she wants to, that link there to come on, that's for Jill. If she wants to come on and defend herself. Clickbait, Corey. He's not abandoning us. I would take one for the team for you to save face. I almost had to have reconstructive surgery on my nose. Like all of a sudden it just started to like swell up and my eyes were watering. I'm in the middle. I'm trying to do this live show. And I mean, if you're sick, go to the hospital, Jill. I'm not sure what guys don't disown farts, right? I think it was the birthday cake. Yes. Yeah, Jill's birthday was last Sunday. Jill's birthday. That's right. On Memorial Day, right between the Memorial Day picnic at the cabin and Memorial Day at my house was Jill's birthday. And so happy birthday to Jill. Um oh yeah, Chad might be a little bit behind talking about the penny drop game. I hope your service is not on a Monday or Wednesday so I can pay my respects. Oh, on a 15-minute delay. No worries, no worries. No worries, Chad. Um it is Kim. Kim D is here. I hope your server's on Monday where so I could pay. So yeah, it was but in the end, after that debacle of me not knowing what to do, it turned out to be a great show for us. We sold out. We got through round 2. We played the game. It was fun. Then we got into round 3 of the white elephant. And somebody somebody is here in the background. Let's see what's going on here. Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do this.
I'm anonymous. I'm just saying I smelled the fart and it was Ken.
The
I don't even need to come on here and defend myself because that anonymous person did
yeah,
it
it's
for me.
Mr. Anonymous, the unknown fart sniffer.
Yeah, I have no idea who that even was.
Neither do I. I don't even have a clue. Yeah, he who smelt it dealt it for sure.
Right.
Joe
Because
has
I
a
would
new
admit it, but I don't have
Joe
anything
has
to
a new
admit.
game show. Who smelled it?
It's not my game show. I am innocent of all of it. It just so happens that you wanted to blame me in case. Look, if you guys really want to know what happened, it was like this. So we're doing a show, and then I thought maybe Ken had, because he's got this one pair of shoes that kind of squeak sometime, and so I thought like he had moved, and so I actually went off camera. I turned around to see like if he had like moved. Um, well, you didn't miss anything, Kim, because it didn't happen. But and I thought maybe he had moved and was wearing those shoes, and I looked over and he didn't have those shoes on. And so I'm like, well, I don't know what that was then. And so then all of a sudden, like when we get done, he's trying to gaslight me. Gaslight me. Anyway, he's trying to gaslight me into like saying, "Oh, you farted." And I'm like, "Dude, first of all, no I didn't." So, you know,
Here, Jill. Let's see if you can make the face again. Okay.
if you, how do you know that there was a face? Because you didn't even, like, you're trying so hard to put it off that you think like you're going to project onto me that I made a face and that I'm going to like try to make the face and then and make you look better. No, 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 no. I mean, you
Ready?
can blame me all you want to, and I'll take the hit because I'm that good of a girlfriend. So,
3, 2, 1, go. Go.
okay, this is okay. Do it again. That okay.
Ready? Go.
Ken, what was that? That's the face I made.
Nicole Presto is here. What is up, Nicole? I
No,
think
Nicole,
Mr.
what you
Anonymous
missed
should
is
make
Ken is trying to blame me for something that he did.
Nicole, Jill farted on a
Jill
live
did not
WhatNot
fart.
show.
Jill would admit it if Jill farted.
I think Mr. Anonymous should make regular Ken versus 10 segment appearances.
I think
Um,
Paul is right. You don't deserve her, Ken. You don't, because I am such a good person that I will take the hit. I'll take it. That's fine.
you
But I
know you're
think
not.
the people in this chat who know both of us know the truth.
those that really know us know
No.
who's passing gas. Hey, Grandma's got the WhatNot farts.
See, that's funny. So I'll take it because that's funny. But you and I both know, first of all, I don't just spontaneously fart, right? We like dated for like 10 years before I would even like let a little tiny stinker out. And then we were in a parking lot and I announced it to the world, I'm going to fart, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
don't announce it to farting for tips. Yeah, maybe we should start our own show. Like people do those like Q&A shows and stuff like that. We'll just like rather than people like buy a sponsored gift card for the chat, they could
No.
buy a sponsored fart from Jill.
It, or we could put your farts in a jar and sell them, except for you know how like like if you'd put your fart in a jar and seal it, and then you'd have that little light like Paul has to look at the glass that glows
Yeah,
in the dark. Your fart jar would glow in the dark.
it'd
So
be like uranium glass. It would
yeah, right.
probably it would probably melt the seal
It'd be
and all leak out of the jar.
it'd be Uranius glass. It would be. It would be yours.
Uranium glass.
Yes,
Uh,
Corey said my dog
but
sometimes scares himself with his own farts. Do you remember Ken when Moses was little, my first cat, and he farted? Remember he was dead asleep and he farted, and he
yes,
jumped about 15 feet in the air, turned around and hissed at his own butt.
yeah. And
That's
then tried
you
to
should.
cover up the blankets. There you go. Flatulence to fortunes. A new 30-day
Oh
challenge.
my
There
goodness,
you go. Could make $100 quick. Well, Jill could on Whatnot farting for tips.
you
But
guys, can you
so
do? Can you make a poll in this
oh,
thing?
okay.
Can you make the
Uh
poll? Who does everybody think really farted? Because here's the thing, guys, really, I would admit it if I had done it. I'm I, I'm of Serbian descent. We fart, we eat sauerkraut. Yes, there is an OnlyFans for that kind of stuff.
I'll be there
That's what
on
I'm saying.
OnlyFans for
Yeah,
that.
selling farts in a jar or
Hit that
farts in,
thumbs
yeah.
up for Jill.
No,
So
no, the poll is what, Ken? Now be distinct about what you're saying, because
the poll is who really farted? Was it Jill or Ken? And right now I am losing. Oh, there we go. Somebody knows Jill. Oh, it's getting closer. It's getting closer.
no, because what's the score?
Yes, wait, are we talking about how Jill farted and Saturday? See, Ray knows.
No, Ray knows because you said it. And I didn't stick up for myself because I didn't think I would have to.
I'll call you out live. I don't mind. I don't mind. Oh, it's tightening up. The poll is tightening up. 11 votes. 67% right now think that I was the one. And but overall, so Jill actually did fart on a live. Jill, now, honey, these are our friends. These are
Yes,
practically
and you
our
just keep
friends and
lying to
family.
them. Yes, a good Ken versus 10 topic discussion. Share the story of the first time you ever farted in front of your significant other. I did. I was in a parking lot and I'm like, I can't get in the car because I'm going to fart in the car. So I just said to him, I'm going to fart. Could you please walk away from me? And so he walked away from me, I think, or whatever. Um, and
I
uh,
I
and that
think
was the first time I farted.
I think I fainted in the parking lot is what happened.
Listen, and you also know that I would tell the truth because, remember I had an uncle and the only cards we would ever send each other for each other's birthday and Christmas were fart cards, right? And he had a
Yes.
remote control fart machine and he was constantly pull my finger and all those things. So I'm not afraid to I might
But
um
Brandon is here.
or, wait, is
Ken,
that
if
my
you would
turn or
yeah,
is
if I
that
would
Oh, go ahead. You talk. It's your show.
If you would describe Jill's farts, Judy was not in the room. Breakdancing Judy was not there. What did I just roll into, Mike? My topic today was how I think WhatNot stinks, which is just, super clickbait there because we were doing a live show last Friday and Jill standing right off camera just let one rip.
It
I
was
mean, like
10.
rip. Let me
No.
see. Now, Jill, if I would describe it, now that, back when love was new, when, Jill was dainty and demure and feminine like, I would never know, or it might be just like this, like a little poof, like a little poof. Now, now it's okay. Have any of you ever seen Blazing Saddles? And the scene where they're sitting around the campfire eating the beans?
I love them.
No holds barred. It's death match. One man, two men enter, one man leave. One man leaves. It's Brian is calling the hotel to request a room far from you guys. They'll bring this
Listen,
keep away.
it's been 35 years. If I never farted, then I would look like a helium balloon by now.
My mom says I was there, but I'm hard of hearing, so I don't have to vote. Actually, my folks were next door watching the show, and they called over to make sure everybody was all right.
Except the blimp
My
had
mom's like, "Are
exploded.
you good there?" But it is a classic movie. I bet
Yeah.
Ken has holes in his undies. Burn marks. It just burns right through.
Ken,
But
if anybody
okay,
wants to ask me, I can tell you. One time we were in Vegas with our friends, and we were in separate beds, and he farted.
you know what that gets you, honey. You know what that gets you. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. Most of the people think that it was me. 62%, 16 votes.
16 votes, and see, people think it was you.
It's yeah, over or under on Ken showing up in a hazmat suit next week. It
He has no need to. I would need the hazmat suit. I'm going to do the rest of our shows with a mask on, like one of those great big biohazard mask things.
I think I have one of those out in the garage actually.
I wanted to vote for both. Who'd you vote for, Brendan?
Earlier he said he was here for you. But overall, who farted to the side.
Thank you, Brendan.
Definitely WhatNot does not stink as a platform. But Paul was on the fence, but anonymous guy. Yes, Mike Metco, you also missed an anonymous fart sniffer that popped into the show earlier.
It smelled more like a bacon burger and fries than it did green goodness smoothie.
Yes. I don't know that some of those drinks that you drink and all of the cucumbers and I don't know. She's not pleasant, folks. She's not pleasant.
All those
I am in so much trouble. When this is over. So Jill started to tell that story about Vegas when we were there.
Yeah. Okay. So he farts and oh no. Well, I don't care. You can tell the other story because it's funny, and that's your fault too, by the way. That other story. But so Ken farts in his bed. He's like underneath the covers. He's like, I'm keeping it on the down low.
Well, you just can't like fling that open because it's just going to fill that small.
Out of bed. He Dutch ovened himself.
Yeah, and so Jill thought that was funny, and she was going to tell our group of friends when we went down. We were at the hotel, and we all went down for breakfast. And Jill's like, "Oh, I'm telling everybody keep it on the down low." And farts in a jar listed on eBay. Yeah, we were talking about that. My Uranus glass.
Uranus glass.
So Jill says, "Oh, I'm going to tell all of our friends when we go down for breakfast about you keeping it on the down low." I was like, "Don't do it because I'm going to tell a story on you." Mm-hmm. And And now I'm going to, Jill, because
You
you
can,
just
because
said
it's
that.
your fault too, and I get to tell the actual truth about that second story too. So
No, you don't, because uh
you gonna kick
I
me out.
I was gonna remove you, but I thought I don't want to kick you out of the show
Hey,
completely. I
everybody,
don't know what would happen.
tune into Jill
Anyway,
versus
so
Ken after this show is over.
we're in Vegas, we're at the hotel. We go down for breakfast and Jill's giggling and laughing and she's like, "Oh, she's going to tell this story about me uh doing that and keeping it on the down low." Domestic violence, yes. Um it was, and so um I said, "Don't do it, cuz I'll tell a story on you." And she tells the story because she thinks she knows what story I'm going to tell. And then I whip out this story. So, out in Vegas, you do like a lot of walking and stuff. And so Jill had this, what was it, like an invigorating cream or something like that?
Energizing. Yeah.
An energizing cream that like you would put, on your calves and you would rub on your legs and stuff. And
Was kind of like
and
a menthol sort of thing.
yeah, a
Kind of like a
mentholated,
bougie Ben Gay, basically,
there
probably.
you go, a bougie Ben Gay.
Yeah.
And so she rubs this all over her legs and stuff like that to
My
kind of get
calves,
ready
honey.
for the
Don't make it
day.
sound like I just rubbed
Well,
it on my
okay, your
calves.
calves. I'm telling the story. Um,
Oh, sorry, I get to tell my part.
no, not boner cream. It was so anyway, so she's rubbing this on her legs. Well,
What
then
the
she
heck is
has
boner cream? Did it say boner cream?
it
We call
does.
it CBD. All right, go ahead, guys. Sorry. Sorry,
It
Ken.
is um I need Tracy to be in your office and just reach over and touch your leg. That means that's how she tells Brian, "Okay, stop talking, Brian, for a second." So anyway, Jill puts this cream on her calves or whatever, someplace on her legs. Well, then she has to go to the bathroom. Well, she still has a little bit of this cream on her fingers, and she, finishes up and she gets the toilet paper or whatever, which, she still has that stuff on her hand, and she's, maintenance, cleaning up the area afterwards. Well, this mentholated, invigorating, energizing cream kind of gets on her hoo-ha, if you will, just to clean it up. And now this mentholated, invigorating cream is, and that stuff doesn't wash off real easy. It's not supposed to. It's kind of like a greasy stuff. So now she has flatulence in Uranus County. Yes, for the new headshot. I just have like a bunch of those stink lines around it. So now Jill's got an invigorated area, if you will. Her lady business is yes, this is Jill. Uh and so why she would ever tell me that when she came out of the bathroom, like, "Oh no, I got this stuff in an area it's not supposed to be in." And so now I'm telling this story to our friends at breakfast, and she's just like, "No,
Well, I think my
no."
mom was on the phone too. I think we had my mom on speakerphone.
Yes,
So, which I don't care. Can I tell you the story from my perspective?
sure.
Okay, so if you guys don't know, I was in I was in a really bad car accident when I was 20. And so I pretty
Okay.
much effed up my knee because I crashed it. I mean, I literally just crushed the dash with my kneecap. So I sometimes like it's painful to walk a whole bunch, right? And so I got this cream to put on my calves to maybe help that and put some on my knee, right? And so when I went into the bathroom to put it on, I also had to pee. But somebody in this chat or somebody in the screen that isn't me had apparently pooped and then not put a new roll of toilet paper on the toilet paper roll thing. And so my mistake was to unwrap the toilet paper and put it on the roll.
Uh-huh.
Right? And
Uh-huh.
that's how I ended up, because I didn't get to like wash my hands afterwards because I had to take care of all of that too. So if you would have been considerate and put a new toilet paper roll on the roller thing, we never would have this story. So
I don't
realistically, it's your fault.
I
Again,
don't think so.
I took one
You
for the
should
team.
you folks, you should we've talked about this before. Traveling with Jill is an adventure in itself. I mean, you don't even have to go see the sights any place, because just either being in the car or in the hotel room with Jill is I'm not sure how we get there. We're like 5 minutes there.
Thank you, Paul. I know it is.
100% Ken's fault. We soon as we get there, it's like literally we go into the room, we take our stuff. Uh, Jill usually goes into like the bathroom, and then I come out, and it's like, how could you have used half of the towels already? We just got here. There's towels all over. It's like, what could you have been doing?
I
You
washed
were
my
only in there.
hands.
Well, yeah, but did you have to use like 4 of the 8 towels that we got with the thing? Uh, Um,
I
yeah,
showered
and
and washed my
it
hair.
wouldn't it wouldn't be the toilet paper roll wouldn't be empty if you weren't. I mean, literally, we can stay overnight. There's usually a roll on and an extra roll. We can stay overnight one night, and Jill has to ask for like more toilet paper from like the cleaning ladies.
This is so much fun. Do you know why?
Why?
Because now I get to explain that.
Nope.
I was born with a genetic mutation. Both my cousin and I both were. Our bladders did not grow with our bodies. So we both had surgeries in 4th grade, right? To
Okay.
stretch our bladders. We were supposed to go back and have another one. I never went back. And so when I have to pee, I have to pee. And it's often because I have a child's bladder. So let's make fun of my disability.
Can you get one of those parking sticker things? One of those so that we could park up front
Yeah.
with
No, all you
with
have to
your
do is
small,
actually stop when we're on a trip so I can pee.
rather than having like a little wheelchair or whatever. It'll have like a little outhouse on it or a little. I know, I know, Mom. I'm just digging the hole. You date a genetic mutation. This is on you, Jill. But yeah, we have fun when we go
Choo choo,
places, and
you
just
fire, I'm
little
firing back.
little silly stories like that normally should be kept between the two of us. It's
Yeah,
like,
not put
oh,
out
I
on the
can't wait
internet.
to I can't wait to tell everybody. Because I told her right after that show, okay, Ken versus 10, I am calling you out. Um, but no, um, in the end though, Jill, it was a great show. We had fun on the WhatNot
It was
show.
fun.
We sold all the tumblers. We uh had new buyers. We had, I don't know, I think like 4 new buyers um in that show, which was really cool, and the chat was lively and fun, and just overall a great time. We enjoy doing Whatnot, enjoy doing the shows. Again, I'm not even sure what or if, this Friday Jill's been doing the um Just Jill shows, selling clothing and stuff. And
Yeah, I always
so
feel
yeah,
badly because I go thrift and I thrift specifically for sleeves so I can cut them off and put them on like band shirts and stuff. And then when I look at things, sometimes I'm that's a cute blouse and somebody might like it. So sometimes I'll
yeah.
just run the stuff before I cut it up to see if
Mm.
anybody would like it. So
So
because I feel bad for
Jill didn't show yesterday. She was talking. She was gonna finish up early in her day yesterday, and she was gonna go to the thrift store. There's a thrift store that the last Tuesday of the month, everything in the store is 50% off. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Jill's gonna have another big old cart full of like clothing. Um, and she's like, no, I'm probably not gonna get anything. I'm just gonna look around and see what there is. so now she's video chatting me from the store to show me a couple of hats that she found. And there's another lady in the store that's right there. So we're video chatting, and this person's there, and Jill's like, "Oh no, I hardly have anything in my cart." And that other lady like chuckles, like,
She
because
said, I don't think that's true.
yeah, she's standing right there, and so Jill's like, "Look, I hardly have anything," and she's pointing her phone down. She's pointing her phone down into the other lady's cart, who just had like, oh, a few things in the bottom, hard goods. It's like I trying to get Jill to shop in the hard goods department and not clothing. It's like, no, we got enough clothing. We don't want to be clothing sellers. And 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 so now the lady's chuckling. You can hear her laughing because Jill's filming into her cart and then she pans over to her cart. So the two hats that she had showed me, they were literally like, these are full size, shopping carts, like big shopping, not these little dinky things or a basket. The the two hats are sitting level with the top of the shopping cart because Jill has filled the entire cart with clothing.
She
Right?
did.
Did you buy any hard goods at all? Did you even go in the hard goods department?
Yeah, I bought a couple hard good things.
What were they?
Um,
She didn't show me those.
I think you know the one thing because you told me to buy it. But I don't know if I'm
Oh, yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
say it
yeah,
or
yeah,
not.
yeah.
And then I found this really good thing. It was from and it was artist, and on the back it talked about the artist and everything. But it was she had done it was really cool. It artistic, of course, a guardian angel thing. And so I
Oh,
bought that for
okay.
myself, yeah, because Ty
Cool.
always said he had like his mamas were his guardian angels, and so it just kind of caught me, and so I bought that. And then I bought a big colander, a big silver colander, because I'm going to repurpose it to use it outside for a planter.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
there you go.
I bought a great, this
So,
really cool pillow that I'm hoping that somebody will buy because that was cute. Mm,
okay.
there were a couple things I did buy in hard goods. So, but
All
I went
right.
back there and there was just like, oh, I think, hold on. I think my favorite part of that trip yesterday was to go and there was somebody had gotten, so this guy had this little guitar, right, that he found back there. Um, and he like went over to one of the couches to sit on it to try it. And
Uh-huh.
he was completely a musician, you could tell, because it's like his hat and his hair, and then his shirt said
I'm a
bassist.
musician.
No, it said bassist finger better.
No.
So, and that was fun. That was just, I don't know, I thought it was cool. So,
What is
and
up?
then
Angie is here. Angie resells.
I saw a couple people there that I knew, um, one that I said hi to and one that I ducked, and so that was fun, and
Angie, you missed it. If you're just getting here, Jill farted on a Whatnot show.
I did not, Angie.
Have you
We
ever
took
farted, Angie, on a Whatnot show? She did.
well, Angie, he's so full of it. Time
Time
zones.
zones are hard. Time zones are
I'm
hard.
with
I
you on that.
agree.
I think the entire chat has decided definitively that it was Ken who farted and not Jill.
So anyway,
Thank you, Angie.
we are what do I got for the rest of the day? I got to take some packages. I got my shipping ready this morning. I actually washed a couple loads of laundry already. Um
You got to get the fart
and
smell out of your pants.
oh, I am yeah. I am working out in the garage again today. I started earlier in the show talking about how I actually ordered a mini split for the garage, and so that I can get that area conditioned better for cooling and for heating, and move the Whatnot shows back out there, which is closer to the inventory that I don't have to drag it all in the house all of the time. I can work out there at my desk. I have like kind of like a portable computer or like an all-in-one, and I have it in the house. My living room is like basically my WhatNot studio right now. I have the table and the background and all of that. So I'm trying to is it a cocoa wheats day, Ken? I would eat cocoa wheats if you made them. I would have some cocoa wheats. Um,
Do you fart cocoa wheats too?
do you find cocoa wheats too? Yeah, the mini splits. I'm excited. I wanted to put one in last year. It's why I have to do the Whatnot shows from in the house. Because it's either way too hot. Well, Jill and I, we have our temperatures are not the same. I can handle high heat, but Jill, when we were doing the shows out there, it was really ridiculous. So,
No, yeah, it was a
and
sauna.
you could, but it's like, okay, I know that it's hot out here. Okay. But like, do I need to be reminded every like minute and a half? It's hot. It's it's too hot out here. Can I can't. I'm I'm gonna I'm gonna pass out. I think I have to go in the house. I think I'm gonna
That's
pass
true.
out.
That
That
part
is
is true.
true.
It kind of like
So
when we were in the hotel in Nashville and it's at a decent temperature. And everybody, please remember that I was sick and throwing up, right? And so it's probably like 80 degrees in there, which is too hot for me. But in the middle of the night, it gets up and he's like, "It's freezing in here. Can you
no,
turn that up?"
yeah,
Right?
I
And
didn't.
then he
I
gets up and he
actually
puts on pants and a turtleneck to
lies,
go to sleep.
lies. I did not. I did not say anything. I
You
did
did
not
say
say.
it. Yes, you
Listen,
did.
I most certainly did not. I said I wasn't like, "Man, that's too hot, man, man." I got up because I wanted Jill to be comfortable. And I did. I put my jeans back on. I put
You did.
socks on, I put my jeans, and I put uh another like a long sleeve shirt on to go back to bed because Jill
But
likes it like she wants to hang meat in the room as well.
listen,
I want to
that's not
I
true
want to
though.
hang meat in the room as well, but that doesn't work out for me, especially when I call her out. Oh, I can't say that. My mother's watching.
Uh, um, what was I going to say about it? You most certainly
Jill,
did say,
my mother feels your pain. What
you
is
most
up?
certainly did say that it was too cold. It's freezing in here. That's what you
It's
did say. That's what woke me up. I wouldn't have awakened when you put on your parka, but you talked and it woke me up. So, and then I had to get up and turn the heat up.
hotel rooms are so difficult
Right.
anyway because
That's
it's
why
such
we
a
don't
small space
it's
and it's
just
either
another good reason why we don't live in the same house because we
yes.
would never survive. Because if you
Uh,
can't compromise. I figured this out. You can't compromise temperature because
yeah.
if you compromise and you like things at like 90 and I like things at 70 and then if you turn it at 80, you're too cold and I'm too hot.
70, honey, your thermostat in your house has never been above where a 6. Like 60 degrees, 62, 64.
It's probably set at 63. Yeah. But I'm talking
Office
about in
Patrick
the
is
hotel.
here.
Miss
Why,
Patrick.
yes, hello. Chat and panel sneaking in. Patrick Murphy is here. I like things that don't cost money. So do yes.
Yes.
Things that are cheap, free. But anyway, Jill, I think it is about time to get off of here. Um, and I semi enjoyed having you on as a guest today
I
because
semi enjoyed being a guest,
you
so
lied to the chat about your bilabial fricatives. Um,
if I could do the Uncle Rick make a fart noise in my armpit right now, I would do it.
uh-huh.
Right.
The good old fart gun. You got to keep that. Semi enjoyed. Heat doesn't go on until December. AC doesn't come.
Correct. I'm with him 100%.
My heat starts to come on probably in October.
Heat and
And
then the heated
my heat
mattress
is still
pad,
coming on.
the
Hot
heated
pocket.
blanket, and fleece sheets. Thank
Paul
you, Paul.
Paul fully enjoyed you on the show. So we're
That's
gonna
why
get
he's
out
my
of here.
favorite.
Paul, enjoy your pork butt today. Um, Chad, enjoy that taco soup. Susan, your egg salad sandwich. You're probably done with that by now. Jill made the show watchable. You're probably not wrong. Yeah, she said to stay tuned for Jill versus 10 afterwards. So Jill, say goodbye to the folks.
Oh, hey, whatever he says once I'm off of here, y'all know. But
That
thank you
it?
everybody for voting that Ken had the air horn, the butt trumpet. Ken playing his butt trumpet on WhatNot. Hey, Chris Cajun plays the trumpet when he has a new buyer. You play the butt trumpet.
Yeah, you could with that, like, I couldn't believe it. So all right,
I'm going to be
Jill,
watching you,
thanks for coming on.
so don't lie. Okay.
Love you, little one.
Love you too. Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Love Paul more.
What did I do? I took myself off. Where am I at? What happened there? I don't know. There it is. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, everybody have a great Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week with whatever you are doing. Be safe out there. Fun show. Just thought I'd do a little bit of clickbait on the thumbnail there. Definitely not on the outs with WhatNot one bit. And you know, being with Jill is an adventure, and it is fun. You never know what kind of laughs and fun are going to come up next with her. Glad you could have you on our podcast before Jill killed you. Yes, exactly. Go check out the new episode on Jack's Treasures YouTube channel. I was the guest this week on their podcast. What? Not another reselling podcast. Great time, great fun. We talked about live selling and being able to go on vacations or go away or have time off, but still be able to do whatnot shows on the live selling format. If it's, it can be a little more convenient. Plus, it's also being a social sort of a site, a social selling platform. You can bring people along where you go on your trips, and you can just do a community show, or you can go to a big highway sale or citywide, and you can sell some of those items from a different area. Today is hamburger day. $3 double cheese and fries at Rallies and Checkers. We have a Rallies. It's like right around the corner. I hardly ever go there. Well, basically because the neighborhood that it's in is a little bit sketchy. But yeah, $3 double cheese and fry at Rallies. $3 for both, not each. Maybe we shouldn't have had cocoa eats. I should go. Maybe I'll do that for dinner. Maybe I'll go to the Rallies. I haven't been there forever. I'd say it's a bit sketchy in that neighborhood. Plus, I don't understand the drive-through. So they have this like double drive-through around the Rallies, but the one side is on the opposite side. So it's like you're up at the window and you have to pay like through your passenger window. That doesn't always work out. That's right. The hard-hitting facts, bringing us the deals, letting us know what's out there for lunch or dinner. Chad, have a great day, my friend. See you later. And everybody, we will catch you next week on Ken versus 10. I'm heading back out into the garage. And I've got a couple storage units that I got to finish up because I got new ones that are coming at the end of the month. So everybody enjoy your day, and we will see you next week right here.